stories are told. Batik patterns dance along the wall. A bicycle bell answers the call. Neon signs flicker soft and slow. A vendor waves where the mint leaves grow. Sunday hands stir the sugar slow. Rat and chairs creak with an easy glow. Awning sway in tangerine and teal. Every corner holds a colored deal. Bare feet on warm terracotta stone. A stranger's laugh drifts never alone. The scent of pendant curls through the air. Time forgets its schedule here. Wander down where the shutters shine. Every window pours a different wine. Follow the trail of cinnamon and lace. Hajirein keeps a colorful pace. A vintage bicycle leans on brick. Chalkboard menus a lazy trick. Turmeric light spills onto the floor. Someone's opening a creaky old door. Postcards pinned beside the till. A record spins with a gentle skill. Mismatched cups on a marble tray. The whole street hums in a bus sway. Wicker baskets, a citrus scent. An hour slips by, softly spent. Bare feet on warm terracotta stone. A stranger's laugh drifts never alone. The sun of pendant curls through the air. Time forgets its schedule here. Wander down where the shutters shine. Every window pours a different wine. Follow the trail of cinnamon and lace. Hajirein keeps a colorful pace. Copper lanterns swing above the lane. Watercolor walls wash off the rain. A cat stretches out along the sill. The morning takes its own sweet will. Chalk dust settles on the ground. A wooden shutter creaks its sound. Now wander down where the shutters shine. Every window pours a different wine. Follow the trail of cinnamon and lace. Hajirein keeps a colorful pace. Taxi door clicks on a quiet street. Suitcase wheels catch on the uneven concrete. Copper shutters lift one by one. Shop house tiles blink awake in the sun. A rooster calls from someone's backyard. Chalk white walls still cool and hard. Plastic stool stacked beside the door. A broom sweeps dust across the floor. Steam rises soft from a roadside pot. Morning settles into its usual spot. A stranger nods from across the road. Every signboard tells its own code. The air smells of coffee and diesel rain. A new set of footsteps learns the lane. Step into the color coral and faded rust. A stranger's mourning, quietly a must. A woman waters plants in tin cans. A boy on a scooter waves both hands. Newspapers stacked by a cigarette stand. The smell of curry drifts from a pan. Old men gather round a folding table, playing checkers slow and stable. A cat naps flat on a warm doorstep. The whole street moves at its own tempo, kept bicycle spokes catch the climbing light. Morning shadows shrink out of sight. A stranger nods from across the road. Every signboard tells its own code. The air smells of coffee and diesel rain. A new set of footsteps learns the lane. Step into the color of the lane. Every shutter opens like a stain of turquoise coral and faded rust. A stranger's mourning, quietly a must. A month away from the desk, I know. 30 days to wander slow. 3 of them belong to here, where every face feels somehow near. The suitcase waits beside the wall. This street already knows my call. Now step into the color of the lane. Every shutter opens like a stain of turquoise coral and faded rust. A stranger's mourning, quietly a must. A wooden shutter rolls up with a creak. The shopkeeper hums low and oblique. Bolts of fabric lean against the wall. Indigo, saffron, a rainbow of all. Her fingers measure without a glance, folding silk into a practice dance. A ceiling fan turns lazy and slow. Dust motes drift in the amber glow. A brass bell rings above the frame. Every customer she knows by name. She learned this trade from her mother's hand. 3 generations on the same patch of land. A ledger book with a cracked spine keeps every measure, every line. Watch her fingers fold the morning light into silk squares, precise and tight. 30 years in the same small room. 1,000 mornings folded in bloom. A tourist stops to touch the cloth. She smiles bows and speaks in careful, soft coins exchange in a small, warm hand. The whole moment feels easily planned. A daughter sweeps the tiled floor while customers drift through the door. A photograph curls on the wall, her wedding day, decades and all. Sunlight climbs across the spool. Another hour turns calm and cool. She learned this trade from her mother's hand. 3 generations on the same patch of land. A ledger book with a cracked spine keeps every measure, every line. Watch her fingers fold the morning light into silk squares, precise and tight. 30 years in the same small room, 1,000 mornings folded in bloom. I think of my own desk back home, the screen, the schedule, the metronome. Her hands, no rhythm, mind forgot. Measuring days by the cloth she's got. I'd buy a scarf I didn't plan and carry home more than I began. Now watch her fingers fold the morning light into silk squares, precise and tight. 30 years in the same small room, 1,000 mornings folded in bloom. A ladder leans against the plaster wall. A painter dips his brush, lets colors fall. Cobalt blue meets a streak of rust. Chalk lines guide him, faint with dust. Passers-by pause and continue their way. A child asks what the mural will say. He shrugs and smiles, still painting on. Half a face, half a bird, half dawn. Newspapers spread to catch the drips. A cigarette rests between his lips. 3 days he's promised for the wall. By evening light he'll finish it all. The city commissioned the empty space. Now it's slowly gaining a face. Follow the brush where the wall comes alive. Layer by layer, the colors arrive. A stranger's dream stretched wide and tall, painted patient onto a warm wall. He climbs down to mix another shade, terracotta orange, freshly made. A radio plays some local tune. He hums along off-key at noon. Kids gather close to watch him work. Their questions land, he lets none shirk. A woman brings him a glass of tea. He thanks her twice, unhurried, free. The outline of a bird takes flight across the wall in fading light. 3 days he's promised for city commissioned the empty space. Now it's slowly gaining a face. Follow the brush where the wall comes alive. Layer by layer, the colors arrive. A stranger's dream stretched wide and tall, painted patient onto a warm wall. I ask him why he paints these walls. He says the city forgets and stalls. Someone should keep the color loud. He shrugs again, a little proud. I sit and watch an hour pass, wishing my own days move this slow at last. Now follow the brush where the wall comes alive. Layer by layer, the colors arrive. Stranger's dream stretched wide and tall, painted patient onto a warm wall. Charcoal glows beneath the metal grate. Skewers turn and practiced patient wait. Citrus peel curls into the smoke. A vendor calls out half a joke. His apron stained from years of use. A ladle stirs a dark sweet juice. Plastic chairs circle a wobbly stand. Regulars wait without a demand. The queue grows long by noon. He works it steady, humming a tune. 30 years he's manned this same spot through monsoon rains and midday hot. His son now helps him count the cash. 2 generations quick and unrushed. Taste the smoke rising off the grill. Charcoal sweetness, a patient skill. Citrus chili, a well-worn plate. A corner kitchen that won't be late. A tourist fumbles with local coins. He laughs and helps, no need for joins. A neighbor stops to say a quick hello. No order placed, he lets it go. The smoke curls up past the awning's edge. Kids peek over the metal edge. He wraps a plate in yesterday's page. News from a week still holding the stage. The sun climbs higher, the shade grows thin. He wipes his brow and starts again. 30 years he's manned this same spot through monsoon rains and midday hot. His son now helps him count the cash. 2 generations quick and unrushed. Taste the smoke rising off the grill. Charcoal sweetness, a patient skill. Citrus chili, a well-worn plate. A corner kitchen that won't be late. I eat standing at his metal cart. Grease on my fingers, no need for art. He asks where I'm from, I say, and stay. day. My notebook empty, my camera still. I'd rather taste than frame the skill. Now taste the smoke rising off the grill. Charcoal sweetness, a patient skill. Citrus chili, a well-worn plate. A corner kitchen that won't be late. Chalk circles bloom across the ground. A hopscotch grid, a bouncing sound. Kids in flip-flops count their turns. A paper kite above them churns. A rubber ball skips off the curb. Laughter rises loud, unblurred. An older sister keeps the score. A toddler watches from the door. Someone's grandmother calls them in. The game pauses, then starts again. The street becomes their whole wide world. Between two walls the day unfurled. No traffic dares to interrupt their afternoon. Keeps its own script. Chase the echo of a bouncing ball down a lane where the children call. A hopscotch map, trace chalk and white, turns an afternoon into flight. A boy trades marbles for a coin. Two girls braid hair, hands they join. A vendor's bell rings down the street. Kids scatter fast on bare feet. An old radio plays from a sill. A boy taps rhythm standing still. A paper boat floats in a drain. Someone shouts it's about to rain. The game pauses beneath the eaves. Before the water finds the leaves. The street becomes their whole wide world. Between two walls the day unfurled. No traffic dares to interrupt their afternoon. Keeps its own script. Chase the echo of a bouncing ball down a lane where the children call. A hopscotch map, trace chalk and white, turns an afternoon into flight. I watch from a bench across the way, remembering games from my own childhood day. Different city, same chalk line, same afternoon, borrowed in time. My phone stays dark inside my bag. For once, I let the moment drag. Now chase the echo of a bouncing ball down a lane where the children call. A hopscotch map, trace chalk and white, turns an afternoon into flight. A distant call drifts through open homes. Shopkeepers pause and lower their eyes. Mid-sentence talk begins to quiet wise. A string of lanterns flicker to life. Sellers pack away the daytime strife. Sandals line up outside the door. Prayer mats unroll across the floor. The street exhales its afternoon. The evening settles in slowly soon. Every voice on the lane grows still, a moment shared by every will. Believers, strangers, side by side. The call moves through the eventide. Listen close as the call drifts slow across rooftops in the fading glow. 100 footsteps turn toward the sound. This whole street becomes holy ground. Her worn old shawl. A teenager pauses by the wall. Vendors cover baskets for the night. Neon signs begin to flare their light. The mosque's tiles catch the dying sun. Doves scatter, then the day is done. A child tugs at his father's sleeve. Together, unhurried they leave. The street lamps flicker one by one. Dusk settles soft when day is done. Every voice on the lane grows still, a moment shared by every will. Believers, strangers, side by side. The call moves through the eventide. Listen close as the call drifts slow across rooftops in the fading glow. 100 footsteps turn toward the sound. This whole street becomes holy ground. Back home, the evenings rush and blur. No pause, no bell, no soft transfer. Here the whole street bows its head, then rises gently in its stead. I stand apart but feel the pull of something ancient, slow and full. Now listen close as the call drifts slow across rooftops in the fading glow. 100 footsteps turn toward the sound. This whole street becomes holy table set for 4, but 6 arrive. Mismatched chairs somehow all survive. A waiter shrugs and finds one more squeeze between the window and door. Strangers share a plate of rice. Someone passes chili once, then twice. A fan above stirs the humid air. Laughter drifts from every chair. No one asks where the others are from. Conversation simply starts to hum. The lunch hour stretches past its time. No clock feels urgent, no bell will chime. A dish arrives, then one more still. The table fills against its will. Pull up a chair where the regulars stay. An extra plate always finds its way. Strangers become a borrowed crew for one loud hour, then start anew. A businessman loosens his tie a bit. A student borrows the only lit corner outlet to charge his phone. None of them eating quite alone. The owner refills every cup. Without a word, she tops it up. A toddler drops a spoon and grins. His mother laughs, the meal begins again. Steam rises from a shared clay pot. Every chair at the table taken hot. The lunch hour stretches past its time. No clock feels urgent, no bell will chime. A dish arrives, then one more still. The table fills against its will. Pull up a chair where the regulars stay. An extra plate always finds its way. Strangers become a borrowed crew for one loud hour, then start anew. Back home I eat most meals alone. Screen for company, muted tone. Here 6 strangers make one small crowd. Every seat is easily allowed. I stay long after my plate is bare, only to keep sitting in this shared air. Now pull up a chair where the regulars stay. An extra plate always finds its way. Strangers become a borrowed crew for one loud hour, then start anew. A needle glints beneath the lamp. Gold thread pulled through fabric damp with the humid air of afternoon. Her hands don't rush, don't miss a tune. Songket patterns rise like waves. Across the cloth her needle saves. Years of practice in each stitch. A craft passed down without a hitch. Her radio hums an old Malay song. She sings along, soft, not too long. The dress is for her niece's wedding day. 3 weeks left, she says not much delay. Every thread counted, every fold, a story stitched in green and gold. Trace the thread through her steady hands, gold on cloth, a pattern that stands for patience longer than I've known, a craft no rushing could have grown. A customer waits with quiet eyes, watching the needle rise and rise. The shop smells of starch and old wood, a single bulb throws light where it should. Her daughter sweeps the fabric scraps, folding them into paper wraps. Outside, the street moves at its pace. Inside, time slows to a different space. The fan clicks on and clicks off again. Her hands keep steady again and again. The dress is for a niece's wedding day. 3 weeks left, she says not much delay. Every thread counted, every fold, a story stitched in green and gold. Trace the thread through her steady hands, gold on cloth, a pattern that stands for patience longer than I've known, a craft no rushing could ever grown. I think of tasks I rush and skip, deadlines chasing at my hip. She stitches slow and still gets there, precision wrapped in patient care. I asked to watch a while longer still. She nods and lets me learn her skill. Now trace the thread through her steady hands, gold on cloth, a pattern that stands for patience longer than I've known, a craft no rushing could have grown. Two shadows stretch across the tile, moving slow in matching style. His hand finds hers without a glance, decades folded into this dance. A walking stick taps a steady beat, sandals shuffle on the heated street. They pause to greet a passing friend. Their conversation has no planned end. A market bag swings between their arms, half full of chili, half of charms. 60 years on the same short block, their pace ignores the hurried clock. Every step a rhythm they both know, a duet built from long ago. Match your steps to the slower pace of two who've mapped this whole small space. A lifetime folded into a walk, louder than any spoken talk. They stop beneath the favorite tree where they first sat, just 23. The vendor still remembers their name. The menu changes, they stay the same. He orders 2 of the same old drink. She teases him with a knowing wink. Their laughter folds into the heat, a rhythm no one else could repeat. The shadows lengthen, the light turns gold, 2 shapes moving, never old. 60 years on the same short block, their pace ignores the hurried clock. Every step a rhythm they both know, a duet built from long ago. Match your steps to the slower pace of 2 who've mapped this whole small space. A lifetime folded into a walk, louder than any spoken talk. Behind their pace, wondering what 60 years would trace onto 2 people still holding hands, still choosing the same small stretch of land. I quicken, then slow to match their walk, borrowing rhythm from silent talk. To the slower pace of 2 who've mapped this whole small space, a lifetime folded into a walk, louder than any spoken talk. A milk crate serves as a makeshift stool. A busker tunes unhurried cool. His guitar carries a gambling tone, metallic warm, not quite alone. A coin jar sits beside his feet, half full from the lunchtime street. He nods to no one, plays for all, notes bouncing off the shop house wall. A pigeon lands, then flies away. His melody continues on its way. He learned to play from his uncle's hand, traditional chords he slowly unmanned into something new, half old, half free, a sound that's only his to see. Catch the strum drifting down the lane, half a memory, half refrain. A stranger's tune with nowhere to go, except wherever the wind will blow. A woman drops a coin and stays to listen through 2 or 3 plays. He smiles but never breaks his string. His fingers move like everything depends on this one afternoon. His only clock, this borrowed tune. A child claps off beat and he laughs, adjusts his rhythm, splits it in halves. The crowd grows small, then grows again. His music doesn't know it's when he learned to play from his uncle's hand. Traditional chords he slowly unmanned into something new, half old, half free. A sound that's only his to see. Catch the strum drifting down the lane. Half a memory, half refrain. A stranger's tune with nowhere to go except wherever the wind will blow. I drop a coin and sit close by, recording little, letting minutes slip by. No agenda pulling at my sleeve. For once I'm in no rush to leave. His borrowed tune becomes my own, a melody I'll carry home. Now catch the strum drifting down the lane. Half a memory, half refrain. A stranger's tune with nowhere to go except wherever the wind will blow. The sky cracks open without a warn. Umbrellas bloom, some worn, some torn. Strangers duck beneath a canvas roof, standing closer, palm to palm, aloof. A vendor slides his cart in tight. Water streams past the awning's light. A child laughs at the sudden flood. Splashing puddles turn to mud. Someone offers half their shade. A quiet bond so quickly made. 10 minutes trapped by falling rain. Enough to talk, enough to gain. A stranger's story, quick and small, traded beneath the dripping wall. Tucked beneath the awning's shade, where a dozen strangers have stayed, waiting out the sudden pour. Closer than they've stood before. An old man shares his umbrella's edge. A student checks the weather's pledge on her phone, then puts it away, deciding simply to let rain stay. The gutter rushes silver and fast, reflecting neon from shops that last. A dog shakes dry beneath the stall. Someone laughs and then laughs again, small. The rain begins to lose its pace. Sunlight cracks through, softening space. 10 minutes trapped by falling rain. Enough to talk, enough to gain. A stranger's story, quick and small, traded beneath the dripping wall. Tucked beneath the awning shade, where a dozen strangers have stayed, waiting out the sudden pour. Closer than they've stood before. Back home I'd run to stay dry. Umbrella ready, no twice my mallee delay. Now duck beneath the awning shade, where a dozen strangers have stayed, waiting out the sudden pour, closer than they've stood before. Buckets of marigold line the wall, jasmine strings hang straight and tall. The florist trims each stem with care, petals scattered in the humid air. A wedding order, 40 lace, she counts them twice beneath the haze. Her scissors click a steady song, her fingers know exactly where they belong. A fan blows petals off the ledge, she catches one along the edge. The bride's not hers, the day's not hers, but every petal she prepares stirs something quiet folded in her hands. A care she gives but never demands. Gather the blooms in her open arms, marigold, golden, jasmine's charms. For strangers vow she'll never see, tied into wreaths so carefully. A courier waits to take the stack, wrapped in banana leaf and sack. She waves him off, already starts the next order, pulled from paper carts. Orchids today, roses tomorrow, never enough hours to borrow. Her radio plays a wedding tune, she hums along under the moon. Marigold dust settles on her hands, a trade that quietly understands. The bride's not hers, the day's not hers, but every petal she prepares stirs something quiet folded in her hands. A care she gives but never demands. Gather the blooms in her open arms, marigold, golden, jasmine's charms. For strangers vow she'll never see, tied into wreaths so carefully. I buy a small string, no one to give it to, only to hold something the color of noon. She smiles and wraps it anyway, tells me flowers don't need a reason to stay. I carry marigold back to my room, a stranger's wedding borrowed in bloom. Now gather the blooms in her open arms, marigold, golden, jasmine's charms. For strangers Paper lanterns swing on a string of wire. Smoke curls up from the skewer fire. Vendors call their prices twice. The crowd moves slow, then moves precise. Fairy lights wrap around a stall, selling scarves and colors, wall to wall. A kid rides high on his father's back, pointing at every colored snack. The night air hums with a dozen songs, bleeding together as it moves along. 10 stalls deep, the market wins every corner. Something new it finds, strangers bump shoulders, no offense. The whole street speaks in present tense. Count the lanterns strung overhead, orange, gold, and paper red, each one lit for another sale, marking a night that will not fail. A group of friends split a plate of prawns, laughing loud past the usual dawns. A busker's tune weaves through the crowd, half drowned out but somehow loud. A woman sells cold drinks from a cart, her ice long melted still plays a part. Kids chase each other round the stall, their mother's voice rises, not too tall. The market breathes alive and full, a rhythm no force could ever dull. 10 stalls deep, the market wins every corner. Something new it finds, strangers bump shoulders, no offense. The whole street speaks in present tense. Count the lanterns strung overhead, orange, gold, and paper red, each one lit for another sale, marking a night that will not fail. Back home the nights end early planned, here the market stays late unmanned by any clock but appetite. I lose an hour without a fight. My hands smell of charcoal and lime. I'll wash them, but not yet, not this time. Now count the lanterns strung overhead, orange, gold, and paper red, each one lit for another sale, marking a night that will not fail. The lane sits empty, cool and gray, before the heat claims the day. Shutters still close, the street asleep. A single sweeper starts his sweep. My footsteps echo off the wall, louder than they've been at all. 3 mornings now I've walked this way, each one shorter than yesterday. The suitcase waits back at the inn. Tomorrow this all begins to thin. November vendors yet, no calling cries, only the lane beneath pale skies. A version of this place I've kept for myself, while the whole street slept. Rise before the heat climbs high, and walk the lane once more. Goodbye, not spoken yet, but felt in the air. A quiet kind of leaving laid bare. The shutter creaks 2 doors away. The first vendor starts the day. He nods surprised to see me there, already awake, already aware. I buy a coffee I don't need, only to have a reason to proceed slowly down the waking street, matching my own uncertain feet. The city stretches, shakes off sleep, while I try to make this morning keep. No vendors yet, no calling cries, only the lane beneath pale skies. A version of this place I've kept for myself, while the whole street slept. Rise before the heat climbs high, and walk the lane once more. Goodbye, not spoken yet, but felt in the air. A quiet kind of leaving laid bare. 10 months of desks are waiting still, back where my ordinary days fill. Every hour with a plan designed, this lane taught me to loosen mine. I don't know how to bring it home, only the walking and the quiet alone. Now rise before the heat climbs high, and walk the lane once more. Goodbye, not spoken yet, but felt in the air. A quiet kind of leaving laid bare. The Kopi's gone cold in its glass. I've let an hour quietly pass. The cafe owner refills it free, says stay as long as you need to be. A postcard sits half written still, words stuck somewhere near my quill. I write the lane, the smoke, the rain, the chalk games and the buskers' refrain, but can't quite fit the rest to paper. Some things stay too big to trace on paper. He asks if I'll come back one day. I say I hope so and mean to stay true to the words not passing through. He nods like he's heard that one too. Stir the question into your cup. Watch how slowly the answer comes up. 10 months away, then back once more, or something different, an open door. He tells me his own story brief, a shop his father left in his keep. Never left the block, not once. He says it plain, no need to convince. I think of all my planned exits, the doors I've kept half shut, half fixed. He laughs and says the lane isn't small if you know how to look at all. I finished the Kopi, now lukewarm, grateful for this unplanned slow form. He asks if I'll come back one day. I say I hope so and mean to stay true to the words not passing through. He nods like he's heard that one too. Stir the question into your cup. Watch how slowly the answer comes up. 10 months away, then back once more, or something different, an open door. I fold the postcard, still not done. Some things aren't finished in a run. Of 3 short days and cooling cups, I'll carry the rest home in my thoughts. 10 months from now, at my old desk, I'll stir this memory, find it fresh. Now stir the question into your cup. Watch how slowly the answer comes up. 10 months away, then back once more, or something different, an open door. Mural's finished, 3 days spent. Brushes clean, the paint tube bent. He rolls his canvas bag up tight, steps back once more to check the light. The wall now holds a bird in flight, cobalt blue against the white. A few kids sign their names below. Corner of the wall, a small tableau. He photographs it one last frame, then turns to leave without a claim. Tomorrow he starts another wall, different city, different call. This one behind him now complete, a signature nobody will delete. Fold the colors back into the bag, leave behind a painted flag. 3 days spent on one square wall, a gift that doesn't ask for a call. miss this spot. He says every wall he's ever got stays with him longer than he's there. Painted once but always somewhere. I tell him I'm leaving soon too, meaning this lane, this street, this air. He nods like it's a promise fair. We shake hands, dust still on his skin. Two travelers, different ways we've been. Tomorrow he starts another wall, different city, different call. This one behind him now complete, a signature nobody will delete. Fold the colors back into the bag. Leave behind a painted flag. A 3 days spent on one square wall. A gift that doesn't ask for a call. I think of what I'll leave behind. No wall, no mark for strangers to find. Only 3 days of watching still. No painted proof, no visible skill. Maybe the noticing is enough. A different kind of leftover stuff. Now fold the colors back into the bag. Leave behind a painted flag. Of 3 days spent on one square wall. A gift that doesn't ask for a call. A napkin catches half a line, ink bleeding where the words align. I write what I'd say if I could stay longer than these borrowed 3 days. The weight it clears cups doesn't mind. The paper trail my thoughts unwind. 10 months of desks of scheduled hours, trading out for these borrowed powers of watching strangers build a life. Slower, steadier, less like a knife. I don't know what the letter's for. No one to read it little more than a way to hold this feeling still before it fades against my will. Write the words you couldn't say to the version of your everyday that watched a tailor, a painter, a cook, and started reading a different book. I think about the desk I'll face 10 months from this unraveled place. The same 4 walls, the same routine, but maybe altered by what I've seen. A shopkeeper's patience, a busker's ease, a couple walking with practice peace. I fold the napkin, tuck it away. Not sure I'll read it another day, but something in the ink stays true. A message meant for no one but you. I don't know what the letter's for. No one to read it little more than a way to hold this feeling still before it fades against my will. Write the words you slow behind tin signs, amber light and careful lines across the shop fronts. One by one, the lane exhales the dying sun. Vendors start to pack their carts, folding up their separate parts. The last customer counts loose change. The whole street shifts its usual range. Shadows stretch twice their normal size. Dust catches gold before it dies. Tomorrow morning a plane will wait 10 months until I'm back at this gate. Tonight the lane gives one last show before I let this feeling go. Hold the gold before it fades into the blue of evening shades. A street that taught me how to stay present inside a borrowed day. The mosque bell echoes one more time. Vendors hum an old street rhyme. I walk it slow, memorizing walls. The tailor's shop, the painter's stalls. The florist waves from her closing door. The food cart, oh, one plate more. He waves it off when I reach for cash. Says take it quick before the lights flash. Fully gone behind the tin roof line. I thank him twice, running out of time. Tomorrow morning a plane will wait 10 months until I'm back at this gate. Tonight the lane gives one last show before I let this feeling go. Hold the gold before it fades into the blue of evening shades. A street that taught me how to stay present inside a borrowed day. I used to think escape meant far, a different country, a different star. But maybe it's this 3 slower days spent noticing a stranger's ways. I'll carry this lane back to my desk, folded quiet beneath the rest. Now hold the gold before it fades into the blue of evening shades. A street that taught me how to stay present inside a borrowed day. left unread. A small marigold pressed and dry between the pages, tucked to keep close by. The napkin note still creased and small. I pack it careful above it all. Tomorrow early the taxi comes, the same road back where it all begun. 3 days folded into a bag alongside socks and a paper flag. I didn't come here to find myself, only needed a break from the shelf of ordinary planned out days. But something shifted in these 3 days. Carry the lane back home with you, fold it into what you do. 10 months of desks, then back once more to the shutters, the smoke, the open door. The shopkeeper waves from across the street. The busker nods a final beat. The tailor calls out one goodbye. The florist waves a marigold high. I don't know how to hold all this in one small bag, and one last look of goodbye that doesn't feel complete. 10 months away, then back to this street. I didn't come here to find myself, only needed a break from the shelf of ordinary planned out days. But something shifted in these 3 days. Carry the lane back home with you, fold it into what you do. 10 months of desks, then back once more to the shutters, the smoke, the open door. The plane will lift above the bay, marina lights will fade away, but somewhere back on that small lane, a shopkeeper folds gold thread again. A painter starts another wall, and I'll carry pieces of it all. Now carry the lane back home with you, fold it into what you do. 10 months of desks, then back once more to the shutters, the smoke, the open door. Painted shutters catch the morning gold. Kopi steam rises where the stories are told. Batik patterns dance along the wall. A bicycle bell answers the call. Neon signs flicker soft and slow. A vendor waves where the mint leaves grow. Sunday hands stir the sugar slow. Rattan chairs creak with an easy glow. Awning sway in tangerine and teal. Every corner holds a colored deal. Bare feet on warm terracotta stone. A stranger's laugh drifts never schedule here. Wander down where the shutters shine. Every window pours a different wine. Follow the trail of cinnamon and lace. Haji-Lane keeps a colorful pace. A vintage bicycle leans on brick. Chalkboard menus a lazy trick. Turmeric light spills onto the floor. Someone's opening a creaky old door. Postcards pinned beside the till. A record spins with a gentle skill. Mismatched cups on a marble tray. The whole street hums in a bossa sway. Wicker baskets, a citrus scent. An hour slips by, softly spent. Bare feet on warm terracotta stone. A stranger's laugh drifts never alone. The scent of pen and curls through the air. Time forgets its schedule here. Wander down where the shutters shine. Every window pours a different wine. Follow the trail of cinnamon and lace. Haji-Lane keeps a colorful pace. Copper lanterns swing above the lane. Watercolor walls wash off the rain. A cat stretches out along the sill. The morning takes its own sweet will. Chalk dust settles on the ground. A wooden shutter creaks its sound. Now wander down where the shutters shine. Every window pours a different wine. Follow the trail of cinnamon and lace. Haji-Lane keeps a colorful pace. Taxi door clicks on a quiet street. Suitcase wheels catch on the uneven concrete. Copper shutters lift one by one. Shop house tiles blink awake in the sun. A rooster calls from someone's backyard. Chalk white walls still cool and hard. Plastic stools stacked beside the door. A broom sweeps dust across the floor. Steam rises soft from a roadside pot. Morning settles into its usual spot. A stranger nods from across the road. Every signboard tells its own code. The air smells of coffee and diesel rain. A new set of footsteps learns the lane. Step into the color of the lane. Every shutter opens like a stain of turquoise, coral, and faded rust. A stranger's morning, quietly a must. A woman waters plants in tin cans. A boy on a scooter waves both hands. Newspaper stacked by a cigarette stand. The smell of curry drifts from a pan. Old men gather round a folding table, playing checkers, slow and stable. A cat naps flat on a warm doorstep. The whole street moves at its own tempo, kept. Bicycle spokes catch the climbing light. Morning shadows shrink out of sight. A stranger nods from across the road. Every signboard tells its own code. The air smells of coffee and diesel rain. A new set of footsteps learns the lane. Step into the color of the lane. is coral and faded rust. A stranger's mourning quietly among us. A wooden shutter rolls up with a creak. The shopkeeper hums low and oblique. Bolts of fabric lean against the wall. Indigo, saffron, a rainbow of all. Her fingers measure without a glance, folding silk into a practice dance. A ceiling fan turns lazy and slow. Dust motes drift in the amber glow. A brass bell rings above the frame. Every customer she knows by name. She learned this trade from her mother's hand. 3 generations on the same patch of land. A ledger book with a cracked spine keeps every measure, every line. Watch your fingers fold the morning light into silk squares, precise and tight. 30 years in the same small room, 1,000 mornings folded in bloom. A tourist stops to touch the cloth. She smiles and speaks in careful, soft. Coins exchange in a small, warm hand. The whole moment feels easily planned. A daughter sweeps the tiled floor while customers drift through the door. A photograph curls on the wall. Her wedding day, decades and all. Sunlight climbs across the spool. Another hour turns calm and cool. She learned this trade from her mother's hand. 3 generations on the same patch of land. A ledger book with a cracked spine keeps every measure, every line. Watch your fingers fold the morning light into silk squares, precise and tight. 30 years in the same small room, 1,000 mornings folded in bloom. I think of my own desk back home. The screen, the schedule, the metronome. Her hands no rhythm, mine forgot. Measuring days by the cloth she's got. I buy a scarf I didn't plan and carry home more than I began. Now watch her fingers fold the morning light into silk squares, precise and tight. 30 years in the same small room, 1,000 mornings folded in bloom. A ladder leans against the plaster wall. A painter dips his brush, lets colors fall. Cobalt blue meets a streak of rust. Chalk lines guide him faint with dust. Passers-by pause, then continue their way. A child asks what the mural will say. He shrugs and smiles, still painting on. Half a face, half a bird, half dawn. Newspapers spread to catch the drips. A cigarette rests between his lips. 3 days he's promised for the wall. By evening light he'll finish it all. The city commissioned the empty space. Now it's slowly gaining a face. Follow the brush where the wall comes alive. Layer by layer the colors arrive. The stranger's dreams stretch wide and tall, painted patient onto a warm wall. He climbs down to mix another shade. Terracotta orange, freshly made. A radio plays some local tune. He hums along off-key at noon. Kids gather close to watch him work. Their questions land, he lets none shirk. A woman brings him a glass of tea. He thanks her twice, unhurried, free. The outline of a bird takes flight across the wall in fading light. 3 days he's promised for the wall. By evening light he'll finish it all. The city commissioned the empty space. Now it's slowly gaining a face. Follow the brush where the wall comes alive. Layer by layer the colors arrive. A stranger's dream stretched wide and tall, painted patient onto a warm wall. I ask him why he paints these walls. He says the city forgets and stalls. Someone should keep the color loud. He shrugs again, a little proud. I sit and watch an hour pass, wishing my own days move this slow. At last. Now follow the brush where the wall comes alive. Layer by layer the colors arrive. A stranger's dream stretched wide and tall, painted patient onto a warm wall. Charcoal glows beneath the metal grate. Skewers turn in practice to patient wait. Citrus peel curls into the smoke. A vendor calls out half a joke. His apron stained from years of use. A ladle stirs a dark sweet juice. Plastic chairs circle a wobbly stand. Regulars wave without a demand. The queue grows long by noon. He works it steady, humming a tune. 30 years he's manned this same spot through monsoon rains and midday hot. His son now helps him count the cash. 2 generations, quick and unrushed. Taste the smoke rising off the grill. Charcoal sweetness, a patient skill. Citrus chili, a well-worn plate. A corner kitchen that won't be late. A tourist fumbles with local coins. He laughs and helps, no need for joins. A neighbor stops to say a quick hello. No order placed, he lets it go. The smoke curls up past the awning's edge. Kids peek over the metal ledge. He wraps a plate in yesterday's page. News from a week still holding the stage. The sun climbs higher, the shade grows thin. He wipes his brow and starts again. 30 years he's manned this same spot through monsoon rains and midday hot. His son now helps him count the cash. 2 generations, quick and unrushed. Taste the smoke rising off the grill. Charcoal sweetness, a patient skill. Citrus chili, a well-worn plate. A corner kitchen that won't be late. I eat standing at his metal cart. Grease on my fingers, no need for art. He asked where I'm from, I say and stay. An hour longer than planned that day. My notebook empty, my camera still. I'd rather taste than frame the skill. Now taste the smoke rising off the grill. Charcoal sweetness, a patient skill. Citrus chili, a well-worn plate. A corner kitchen that won't be late. Chalk circles bloom across the ground. A hopscotch grid, a bouncing sound. Kids in flip-flops count their turns. A paper kite above them churns. A rubber ball skips off the curb. Laughter rises loud, unblurred. An older sister keeps the score. A toddler watches from the door. Someone's grandmother calls them in. The game pauses, then starts again. The street becomes their whole wide world. Between 2 walls, the day unfurled. No traffic dares to interrupt. Their afternoon keeps its own script. Chase the echo of a bouncing ball down a lane where the children call. A hopscotch map traced chalk and white turns an afternoon into flight. A boy trades marbles marbles for a coin. Two girls braid hair, hands they join. A vendor's bell rings down the street. Kids scatter fast on bare feet. An old radio plays from a sill. A boy taps rhythm standing still. A paper boat floats in a drain. Someone shouts it's about to rain. The game pauses beneath the eaves before the water finds the leaves. The street becomes their whole wide world. Between two walls the day unfurled. No traffic dares to interrupt. Their afternoon keeps its own script. Chase the echo of a bouncing ball down a lane where the children call. A hopscotch map, trace chalk and white, turns an afternoon into flight. I watch from a bench across the way, remembering games from my own childhood day. Different city, same chalk lines, same afternoon borrowed in time. My phone stays dark inside my bag. For once, I let the moment drag. Now chase the echo of a bouncing ball down a lane where the children call. A hopscotch map, trace chalk and white, turns an afternoon into flight. The sky turns amber over tiled domes. A distant call drifts through open homes. Shopkeepers pause and lower their eyes. Mid-sentence talk begins to quiet. Wise. A string of lanterns flicker to life. Sellers pack away the daytime strife. Sandals line up outside the door. Prayer mats unroll across the floor. The street exhales its afternoon. The evening settles in slowly soon. Every voice on the lane grows still, a moment shared by every will. Believer, stranger, side by side, the call moves through the eventide. Listen close as the call drifts slow across roof tiles and the fading glow. 100 footsteps turn toward the sound. This whole street becomes holy ground. A grandmother folds her worn old shawl. A teenager pauses by the wall. Vendors cover baskets for the night. Neon signs begin to flare their light. The mosque tiles catch the dying sun. Doves scatter, then the day is done. A child tugs at his father's sleeve. Together, unhurried they leave. The street lamps flicker one by one. dusk settles soft when day is done. Every voice on the lane grows still, a moment shared by every will. Believers, strangers, side by side, the call moves through the eventide. Listen close as the call drifts slow across rooftops and the fading glow. 100 footsteps turn toward the sound. This whole street becomes holy ground. Back home, the evenings rush and blur. No pause, no bell, no soft transfer. Here the whole street bows its head, then rises gently. In its stead I stand apart, but feel the pull of something ancient, slow and full. Now listen close as the call drifts slow across rooftops and the fading glow. 100 footsteps turn toward the sound. This whole street becomes holy ground. Table set for 4, but 6 arrive. Mismatched chairs somehow all survive. A waiter shrugs and finds one more, squeezed between the window and door. Strangers share a plate of rice. Someone passes chili once, then twice. A fan above stirs the humid air. Laughter drifts from every chair. No one asked where the others are from. Conversation simply starts to hum. The lunch hour stretches past its time. No clock feels urgent, no bell will chime. A dish arrives, then one more still. The table fills against its will. Pull up the chair where the regulars stay. An extra plate always finds its way. Strangers become a borrowed crew for one loud hour, then start anew. A businessman loosens his tie a bit. A student borrows the only lit corner outlet to charge his phone. None of them eating quite alone. The owner refills every cup. Without a word she tops it up. A toddler drops a spoon and grins. His mother laughs, the meal begins again. Steam rises from a shared clay pot. Every chair at the table taken hot. The lunch hour stretches past its time. No clock feels urgent, no bell will chime. A dish arrives, then one more still. The table fills against its will. Pull up the chair where the regulars stay. An extra plate always finds its way. Strangers become a borrowed crew for one loud hour, undertone. Here 6 strangers make one small crowd. Every seat is easily allowed. I stay long after my plate is bare, only to keep sitting in this shared air. Now pull up a chair where the regulars stay. An extra plate always finds its way. Strangers become a borrowed crew for one loud hour, then start anew. A needle glints beneath the lamp, gold thread pulled through fabric damp with the humid air of afternoon. Her hands don't rush, don't miss a tune. Songket patterns rise like waves across the cloth her needle saves. Years of practice in each stitch, a craft passed down without a hitch. Her radio hums an old Malay song. She sings along, soft, not too long. The dress is for her niece's wedding day. 3 weeks left, she says, not much delay. Every thread counted, every fold, a story stitched in green and gold. Trace the thread through her steady hands. Gold on cloth, the pattern that stands for patience longer than I've known. A craft no rushing could have grown. A customer waits with quiet eyes, watching the needle rise and rise. The shop smells of starch and old wood. A single bulb throws light where it should. Her daughter sweeps the fabric scraps, folding them into paper wraps. Outside, the street moves at its pace. Inside, time slows to a different space. The fan clicks on and clicks off again. Her hands keep steady again and again. The dress is for her niece's wedding day. 3 weeks left, she says, not much delay. Every thread counted, every fold, a story stitched in green and gold. Trace the thread through her steady hands. Gold on cloth, the pattern that stands for patience longer than I've known. A craft no rushing could have grown. I think of tasks I rush and skip, deadlines chasing at my hip. She stitches slow and still gets there. Precision wrapped in patient care. I ask to watch a while longer still. She nods and lets me learn her skill. Now trace the thread through her steady hands. Gold on cloth, the pattern that stands Two shadows stretch across the tile, moving slow in matching style. His hand finds hers without a glance. Decades folded into this stance. A walking stick taps a steady beat. Sandals shuffle on the heated street. They pause to greet a passing friend. Their conversation has no planned end. A market bag swings between their arms, half full of chili, half of charms. 60 years on the same short block. Their pace ignores the hurried clock. Every step a rhythm they both know. A duet built from long ago. Match your steps to the slower pace of two who've mapped this whole small space. A lifetime folded into a walk, louder than any spoken talk. They stop beneath a favorite tree where they first sat just 23. The vendor still remembers their name. The menu changes, they stay the same. He orders two of the same old drink. She teases him with a knowing wink. Their laughter folds into the heat, a rhythm no one else could repeat. The shadows lengthen, the light turns gold. Two shapes moving, never old. 60 years on the same short block. The pace ignores the hurried clock. Every step a rhythm they both know. A duet built from long ago. Match your steps to the slower pace of two who've mapped this whole small space. A lifetime folded into a walk, louder than any spoken talk. I walk a few paces behind their pace, wondering what 60 years would trace onto two people still holding hands, still choosing the same small stretch of land. I quicken and slow to match their walk, borrowing rhythm from silent talk. Now match your steps to the slower pace of two who've mapped this whole small space. A lifetime folded into a walk, louder than any spoken talk. A milk crate serves as makeshift stool. A busker tunes unhurried cool. His guitar carries a gammon tone, metallic warm, not quite alone. A coin jar sits beside his feet, half full from the lunchtime street. He nods to no one, plays for all, notes wherever the wind will blow. A woman drops a coin and stays to listen through 2 or 3 plays. He smiles but never breaks his string. His fingers move like everything depends on this one afternoon. His only clock, this borrowed tune. A child claps offbeat and he laughs, adjusts his rhythm, splits it in halves. The crowd grows small then grows again. His music doesn't know it's when he learned to play from his uncle's hand. Traditional chords he slowly unmanned into something new, half fold, half free. A sound that's only his to see. Catch the strum drifting down the lane. Half a memory, half refrain. A stranger's tune with nowhere to go, except wherever the wind will blow. I drop a coin and sit close by, recording little, letting minutes slip by. No agenda pulling at my sleeve. For once I'm in no rush to leave. His borrowed tune becomes my own, a melody I'll carry home. Now catch the strum drifting down the lane. Half a memory, half refrain. A stranger's tune with nowhere to go, except wherever the wind will blow. The sky cracks open without a warn. Umbrellas bloom, some worn, some torn. Strangers duck beneath a canvas roof, standing closer, palm to palm, aloof. A vendor slides his cart in tight, water streams past the awning's light. A child laughs at the sudden flood, splashing puddles turn to mud. Someone offers half their shade, a quiet bond so quickly made. 10 minutes trapped by falling rain, enough to talk, enough to gain. A stranger's story, quick and small, traded beneath the dripping wall. Duck beneath the awning shade, where a dozen strangers have stayed, waiting out the sudden pour, closer than they've stood before. An old man shares his umbrella's edge. A student checks the weather's pledge on her phone, then puts it away, deciding simply to let rain stay. The gutter rushes silver and fast, reflecting neon from shops that last. A dog shakes dry beneath a stall. Someone laughs and then laughs again, small. The rain begins to lose its pace. Sunlight cracks through softening space. 10 minutes trapped by falling rain, enough to talk, enough to gain. A stranger's story, quick and small, traded beneath the dripping wall. Duck beneath the awning shade, where a dozen strangers have stayed, waiting out the sudden pour, closer than they stood before. Back I thank her twice, my mallee delayed. Now duck beneath the awning shade, where a dozen strangers have stayed, waiting out the sudden pour, closer than they stood before. Buckets of marigold line the wall, jasmine strings hang straight and tall. The florist trims each stem with care, petals scattered in the humid air. A wedding order, 40 lace, she counts them twice beneath the haze. Her scissors click a steady song, her fingers know exactly where they belong. A fan blows petals off the ledge, she catches one along the edge. The bride's not hers, the day's not hers, but every petal she prepares stirs something quiet folded in her hands. A care she gives but never demands. Gather the blooms in her open arms, marigold, gold, and jasmine's charms. For strangers' vows she'll never see, tied into wreaths so carefully. A courier waits to take the stack, wrapped in banana leaf and sack. She waves him off, already starts the next order, pulled from paper cards. Orchids today, roses tomorrow, never enough hours to borrow. Her radio plays a wedding tune, she hums along under the moon. Marigold dust settles on her hands, a trade that quietly understands. The bride's not hers, the day's not hers, but every petal she prepares stirs something quiet folded in her hands. A care she gives but never demands. Gather the blooms in her open arms, marigold, gold, and jasmine's charms. For strangers' vows she'll never see, tied into wreaths so carefully. I buy a small string, no one to give it to, only to hold something the color of noon. She smiles and wraps it anyway, tells me flowers don't need a reason to stay. I carry marigold back to my room, a stranger's wedding, borrowed in bloom. Now gather the blooms in her open arms, marigold, gold, and jasmine's charms. For strangers' vows she'll never see, tied into wreaths so carefully. lanterns swing on a string of wire. Smoke curls up from the skewer fire. Vendors call their prices twice. A crowd moves slow, then moves precise. Fairy lights wrap around a stall, selling scarves and colors wall to wall. A kid rides high on his father's back, pointing at every colored snack. The night air hums with a dozen songs, bleeding together as it moves along. 10 stalls deep, the market wins. Every corner something new it finds. Strangers bump shoulders, no offense. The whole street speaks in present tense. Count the lanterns strung overhead. Orange, gold, and paper red. Each one lit for another sale, marking a night that will not fail. A group of friends split a plate of prawns, laughing loud past the usual dawns. A busker's tune weaves through the crowd, half drowned out but somehow loud. A woman sells cold drinks from a cart, her ice long melted still plays her part. Kids chase each other around a stall, their mother's voice rises not too tall. The market breathes alive and full, a rhythm no force could ever dull. 10 stalls deep, the market wins. Every corner something new it finds. Strangers bump shoulders, no offense. The whole street speaks in present tense. Count the lanterns strung overhead. Orange, gold, and paper red. Each one lit for another sale, marking a night that will not fail. Back home, the nights seem barely planned. Here the market stays late unmanned. By any clock but appetite, I lose an hour without a fight. My hands smell of charcoal and lime. I'll wash them, but not yet. Not this time. Now count the lanterns strung overhead. Orange, gold, and paper red. Each one lit for another sale, marking a night that will not fail. The lane sits empty, cool and gray, before the heat claims the day. Shutters still close, the street asleep. A single sweeper starts his sweep. My footsteps echo off the wall, louder than they've been at all. 3 mornings now I've walked this way, each one shorter than yesterday. The suitcase waits back at the inn. Tomorrow this all begins to thin. No vendors yet, no calling cries, only the lane beneath pale skies. A version of this place I've kept for myself, while the whole street slept. Rise before the heat climbs high. quiet kind of leaving laid bare. The shutter creaks 2 doors away. The first vendor starts the day. He nods surprised to see me there. Already awake, already aware. I buy a coffee I don't need, only to have a reason to proceed slowly down the waking street, matching my own uncertain feet. The city stretches, shakes off sleep, while I try to make this morning keep. No vendors yet, no calling cries, only the lane beneath pale skies. A version of this place I've kept for myself, while the whole street slept. Rise before the heat climbs high, and walk the lane once more. Goodbye, not spoken yet, but felt in the air. A quiet kind of leaving laid bare. 10 months of desks are waiting still, back where my ordinary days fill. Every hour with a plan designed. This lane taught me to loosen mine. I don't know how to bring it home, only the walking and the quiet alone. Now rise before the heat climbs high, and walk the lane once more. Goodbye, not spoken yet, but felt in the air. A quiet kind of leaving laid bare. The Kopi's gone cold in its glass. I've let an hour quietly pass. The cafe owner refills it free, says stay as long as you need to be. A postcard sits half written still, words stuck somewhere near my quill. I write the lane, the smoke, the rain, the chalk games, and the buskers refrain, but can't quite fit the rest to paper. Some things stay too big to trace on paper. He asks if I'll come back one day. I say I hope so, and mean to stay true to the words, not passing through. He nods like he's heard that one too. Stir the question into your cup, watch how slowly the answer comes up. 10 months away, then back once more, or something different, an open door. He tells me his own story brief, a shop his father left in his keep. Never left the block, not once, he says it plain. No need to convince. I think of all my planned exits, the doors I've kept half shut, half fixed. He laughs and says the lane isn't small if you know how to look at all. I finished the Kopi, now lukewarm, grateful for this unplanned slow form. He asks if I'll come back one day. I say I hope so and mean to stay true to the words, not passing through. He nods like he's heard that one too. Stir the question into your cup. Watch how slowly the answer comes up. 10 months away, then back once more. Or something different, an open door. I fold the postcard, still not done. Some things aren't finished in a run of 3 short days and cooling cups. I'll carry the rest home in my thoughts. 10 months from now, at my old desk, I'll stir this memory, find it fresh. Now stir the question into your cup. Watch how slowly the answer comes up. 10 months away, then back once more. Or something different, an open door. The mural's finished, 3 days spent. Brushes clean, the paint tube bent. He rolls his canvas bag up tight, steps back once more to check the light. The wall now holds a bird in flight, cobalt blue against the white. A few kids sign their names below. Corner of the wall, a small tableau. He photographs it, one last frame, then turns to leave without a claim. Tomorrow he starts another wall. Different city, different call. This one behind him now complete. A signature nobody will delete. Fold the colors back into the bag. Leave behind a painted flag of 3 days spent on one square wall. A gift that doesn't ask for a call. Ask him if he'll miss this spot. He says every wall he's ever got stays with him longer than he's there. Painted once, but always somewhere. I tell him I'm leaving soon too, meaning this lane, this street, this air. He nods like it's a promise fair. We shake hands, dust still on his skin. 2 travelers, different ways we've been. Tomorrow he starts another wall. Different city, different call. This one behind him now complete. A signature nobody will delete. Fold the colors back into the bag. Leave behind a painted flag of 3 days spent on one square wall. A gift that doesn't ask for a call. I think of what I'll leave behind. No mark for strangers to find. Only 3 days of watching still. different kind of leftover stuff. Now fold the colors back into the bag. Leave behind a painted flag of 3 days spent on one square wall. A gift that doesn't ask for a call. Napkin catches half a line, ink bleeding where the words align. I write what I'd say if I could stay longer than these borrowed 3 days. The waiter clears cups, doesn't mind. The paper trail, my thoughts unwind. 10 months of desks of scheduled hours, trading out for these borrowed powers of watching strangers build a life. Slower, steadier, less like a knife. I don't know what the letter's for. No one to read a little more than a way to hold this feeling still before it fades against my will. Write the words you couldn't say to the version of your everyday that watched a tailor, a painter, a cook, and started reading a different book. I think about the desk I'll face 10 months from this unraveled place. The same four walls, the same routine, but maybe altered by what I've seen. A shopkeeper's patience, a busker's ease, a couple walking with practice peace. I fold the napkin, tuck it away, not sure I'll read it another day, but something in the ink stays true. A message meant for no one but you. I don't know what the letter's for. No one to read it little more than a way to hold this feeling still before it fades against my will. Write the words you couldn't say to the version of your everyday that watched a tailor, a painter, a cook, and started reading a different book. Maybe I won't change it all back home, the same old curtain call, or maybe something small will shift. The way I notice a quiet gift, either way I'll keep this napkin crease, a small reminder the days increased. Now write the words you couldn't say to the version of your everyday that watched a tailor, a painter, a cook, and started reading a different book. slow behind tin signs, amber light and careful lines across the shop fronts. One by one, the lane exhales the dying sun. Vendors start to pack their carts, folding up their separate parts. The last customer counts loose change. The whole street shifts its usual range. Shadows stretch twice their normal size. Dust catches gold before it dies. Tomorrow morning a plane will wait 10 months until I'm back at this gate. Tonight the lane gives one last show before I let this feeling go. Hold the gold before it fades into the blue of evening shades. A street that taught me how to stay present inside a borrowed day. The mosque bell echoes one more time. Vendors hum an old street rhyme. I walk it slow, memorizing walls. The tailor shop, the painter stalls. The florist waves from her closing door. The food cart, oh, one plate more. He waves it off when I reach for cash. Says take it quick before the lights flash. Fully gone behind the tin roof line. I thank him twice, running out of time. Tomorrow morning a plane will wait 10 months until I'm back at this gate. Tonight the lane gives one last show before I let this feeling go. Hold the gold before it fades into the blue of evening shades. A street that taught me how to stay present inside a borrowed day. I used to think escape meant far, a different country, a different star. But maybe it's this 3 slower days spent noticing a stranger's ways. I'll carry this lane back to my desk, folded quiet beneath the rest. Now hold the gold before it fades into the blue of evening shades. A street that taught me how to stay present inside a borrowed day. A postcard left unread, a small marigold pressed and dry between the pages tucked to keep close by. The napkin note still creased and small, I pack it careful above it all. Tomorrow early the taxi comes, the same road back where it all begun. 3 days folded into a bag, alongside socks and a paper flag. I didn't come here to find myself, only needed a break from the shelf of ordinary planned out days. But something shifted in these 3 days. Carry the lane back home with you, fold it into what you do. 10 months of desks, then back once more to the shutters, the smoke, the open door. The shopkeeper waves from across the street, the busker nods a final beat. The tailor calls out one goodbye, the florist waves a marigold high. I don't know how to hold all this in one small bag, and one last look of goodbye that doesn't feel complete. 10 months away, then back to this street. I didn't come here to find myself, only needed a break from the shelf of ordinary planned out days. But something shifted in these 3 days. Carry the lane back home with you, fold it into what you do. 10 months of desks, then back once more to the shutters, the smoke, the open door. The plane will lift above the bay, marina lights will fade away, but somewhere back on that small lane, a shopkeeper folds gold thread again, a painter starts another wall, and I'll carry pieces of it all. Now carry the lane back home with you, fold it into what you do. 10 months of desks, then back once more to the shutters, the smoke, the open door.